Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Friday edition of Coffee and Headlines. Friday. Yes, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Today is Friday, August 19th. Yes, all day long, and it is a pleasure to get together with all of you in this broadcast. This is Coffee and Headlines, where we examine headlines from our city, our state, and our country. We take a look at some of your comments, your ideas, your questions, your suggestions, and we nurture one another with connection among ourselves, connection to our city and its offerings, connection to Mexico and our culture, our way of life as a community of English-speaking locals. That's what we do, and it's a pleasure to see you all today. As always, we are going to encourage anyone that is new to the live broadcast to let us know so that we can say hello. Even when you're watching the replay, we always go back and look at your comments. Speaking of comments, Sherry, I kept thinking after I had the pleasure of seeing you for the first time in live video. You are gorgeous. We need to get you a beautiful profile photograph because you are a beautiful woman. I had no idea. It was a pleasure to converse with you, and it was a pleasure to get to know some of the members of Coffee and Headlines yesterday. As usual, during the member broadcasts, we invite people to come on stage, and we share the stage, and we get to know one another a little bit. So thank you so much for being a part of yesterday. It was a lot of fun to relive memories of Puerto Vallarta through my lens, and it was great to see that you appreciated them. Today, we have all kinds of fun and interesting news, including a few new activities that I'm very, very curious about that I want to share with you. And as always, if there's something really important that you wish to share, it helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q. We are going to take a look at all your comments in the second half of the broadcast, as always. So let's get started. Oh, well, that doesn't look very good, does it? Let me fix that. Let's see. Da, 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 da. There you go. Local authorities closed Miramar and Libertad streets. I was going to say Libertad in El Centro yesterday due to a small sinkhole that appeared all of a sudden, probably due to pipe installations gone wrong or upgrades gone wrong. According to this report, the streets were scheduled to reopen yesterday afternoon. We don't know if they actually did or not, but I'm letting you know just in case. I can see in this photograph that I can see the new Insurgentes Bridge right on the back of the photo. So I don't know exactly what went on and whether the street is back or not. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out. I'm so glad that Todd is here, Todd Friedman. I want to introduce you to Todd, in case you don't know him. Todd, I had a pleasure coinciding with Todd yesterday at Whiskey Kitchen because he was installing a one of those intelligent pluggaroos that you put on your television, and for a small fee, you are able to get stations and movies and this, that, and the other. And Todd is really a pro at this, and I want to recommend his services wholeheartedly. Gina was happy because she now has the ability to show movies and sports from time to time in her screen. If you have any interest in having more channels than you ever have enough time for on your television, Todd is the man to go to, and I am sure that you can chat him directly here. And of course, Coffee and Headlines appreciates the fact that Todd also not only became a friend, but also a member to Coffee and Headlines. Moving right along. Thank you for saying hello, Todd, and thank you for the reminder. The popularity of Airbnb rentals is on the rise in tourism destinations throughout Mexico and, of course, here in Puerto Vallarta. This translates into an increase of available properties. Presently, the Mexican destinations with most Airbnb offerings are Playa del Carmen with 5,000, that's the highest. Then there's Mexico City with 3,500. Then there's Puerto Vallarta Riviera Nayarit with 2,500. Then there's Cancun with 1,200. And then there's Cabo San Lucas with 800 properties available for rent. Will this ever reach a peak? And will this affect hotels moving forward? Who knows? But now that Airbnb has regularized, is there such a word? Has standardized, normalized, has shaken hands with the Jalisco government, we can expect that more of those properties will appear or will be introduced, at least locally. Food for thought. I never know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but the good thing is that there are more choices and places to stay. Anyhow, Nayarit Governor Miguel Ángel Navarro Quintero is sending the state bus drivers to school in order to back their service with professional training. In addition, bus drivers will undergo health and toxicologic exams and subsequently receive a certificate proving that they are fit and knowledgeable to provide the service. The training and certification process will begin in Tepic and then in Bahía de Banderas, which is the largest municipality in the state of Nayarit and, of course, the one with most tourism activity. Will this training involve not only bus drivers, but also vans and taxi drivers and platform drivers? We don't know, but they're becoming more professional with their service. Who knew? Now, speaking of professionalism, gotta love professional reporting. Guadalajara has announced a Chiles en Nogada festival, which is already taking place not only in Guadalajara, but also in 7 countries in the world. And this festival will continue until September the 18th. But the article, which was published by a news outlet from Guadalajara, does not tell you where to go. It does mention a website that has all the schedule and information, but I visited the website and the website has no information available. So what do we do there? It's like what we were talking about yesterday about nonprofits. If we don't have all the information, then it's no wonder that people don't attend these chingaderas. On the other hand, I was very happy to find that our friends at Banderas News, and a shout out to them, to Denise. Hello, Denise. Banderas News announced that Chile en Nogada is available at Kaiser Maximilian on Olas Altas in commemoration of our Independence Month. And you can get Chiles en Nogada at Kaiser Maximilian starting today and all the way up through October 8th. I'm sure that other restaurants will announce this, but thank you. Thank you for giving us complete reporting on something and allowing us to make a connection and actually going to these things. Speaking of going to these things, let's go to the weather just to see what's going on there. Such clouds, so amaze, such a lame entry snarky weather. Right now, we are enjoying 28 degrees Celsius. Humidity is lower than yesterday, only 87%. And our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees right now is 83 degrees. Uh, as far as what we can expect today we can expect rain in the evening and overnight with a high of 32 and a low of 25. Tomorrow, Saturday, rain in the afternoon and evening with a high of 31 and a low of 25. And then on Sunday, humid and partly cloudy through the day with a high of 32 and a low of 21. Moving right along with other announcements that I wish to share with you, I wish to share a happy ending because not only is it nice to learn more about specific needs that nonprofits have, it's also nice to know the outcome. Apparently, the nice folks at the turtle camp found the people that they needed to help them shovel. They said, we had an incredible crew come to help us with the corral rehabilitation today. And what a huge project it is. Thank you, Catalina, for bringing your warriors today. 2 nests recovered before release time today, bringing out our total count to 327 nests so far for the season. This is again at Campamento Tortuguero Boca de Tomates, and we can certainly get behind any nonprofit organization that is specific as to what they want, when they want it, what they're hoping to accomplish with it, and then give us the gift of following up with how it went. How wonderful is that? And how much we wish that other nonprofits would be that thorough with their communications. Not too long ago, somebody was asking, I think it was Ryan, what goes on for Independence Day? Well, one of the traditions all over Mexico, and I mean all over the country, is to have a beauty pageant, to find la reina de las fiestas patrias, or the queen of the patriotic fiestas. This is something that happens everywhere throughout the country, and Pitillal has gone ahead and announced its 11 contestants, each one of them representing a woman from one of the different colonias in Pitillal. These are ladies that range between 15 years of age and 20 years of age, and they have different stages of the competition, or at least in Pitillal, they will have different stages. There's going to be a parade from La Lija to the main plaza tomorrow, and then 4 stages that take place in different dates, all Sundays, starting this Sunday, and then the grand finale will be on September 11. I would suppose that this is happening at the Pitillal main plaza, but if you want to see a more local, traditional event that is related to Independence Day, this is one of those such events. Nothing touristic about it, but it's a slice of Mexico. Then, of course, in case you didn't know, today is World Photography Day, and there will be a special event this evening at 9 p.m. at Pata Salada, which turns out to be a photography studio and lab located here in Colonia Versalles, just down the street from my house. Who knew? And I went to look at their Facebook page and came to realize that they have all kinds of workshops on how to take good photographs, how to do photo editing, and so forth and so on. So in case anybody is interested in this kind of stuff, you can check it out. But again, there's going to be a very specific event starting tonight at 9 p.m. Then I came across this one. This is a hike to El Salto Waterfall in Colonia Agua Azul that is going to take place in August 27. It is a free event, but tips are expected, of course. And what I liked about this event is that it's very well explained. It is explained if you look at the event, as you will be able to in the show notes. This is organized by a company called De Corazon Vallarta Tours. They tell you in both English and Spanish what to expect, what the itinerary is, what to bring, what not to bring, and it explains that tips are not included. So I would expect that this is a free hike, but you are expected to tip the tour guide. Now, this happens on a Saturday, And usually we broadcast on a Saturday, but I have to confess that Agua Azul, the waterfalls, is something that I've always wanted to see. So I'm very, very tempted to go and do this hike, which is explained as an easy hike, and document it rather than doing a show. We would probably do a pre recorded show for that day while I'm out hiking and capturing information about this waterfall. We'll see how things go. But how nice to see that that these events are nicely explained. What a nice difference. And then I found this other event, which is a little cookie. Well, not cookie, but it's like a lot to pack in a single day. Friends, actually, let me come back to the big screen. Friends of mine and I have continuously oh, I see great news in your comments, but I'll get to that in a second, King Midas. Anyhow, frequently we comment that we would like to go and visit Tequila, which is right outside of Puerto Vallarta. But unless you have your own vehicle, the only sensible way to get to Tequila is to take a bus to Guadalajara and then wait in Guadalajara for the first bus to go to Tequila and backtrack your steps on the bus. So the whole affair turns out to be about 7 hours on a bus. So it can be challenging unless you have your own vehicle. But again, I found out about this bus charter company called Via Rio Grande Tours that for 700 pesos takes you to enjoy Tequila and come back to Puerto Vallarta on the same day. It leaves Puerto Vallarta at 5 a.m. and returns to Puerto Vallarta at 11 p.m. But hey, they include a whole itinerary in their information and they tell you what to expect and so forth and so on. Again, I am not familiar with this particular tour company, but it is nice to see that when event providers, tour organizers, and fundraising events that have to do with local nonprofits provide you with even more information, then they build our trust in them. Or at least that's the way I feel. Again, I welcome your comments because I'm going to continuously and constantly be bummed out about the fact that sometimes great events take place, but the people that organize them don't give us something to hold on to. Again, your comments on this are more than welcome. And if you are an event organizer, let me know. Give me a shout out because, I'm happy to talk to friends about my limited experience on organizing events, just so that we're all on the same page because ultimately it is a win-win for everybody. And that goes to you, my dear new friend, King Midas, and your new pursuit, Hecho a Mano. I am so very happy to see that you listened to my suggestion and that Control M has decided that they will be playing at your next arts and crafts event on the 28th. My pleasure. And I'm so glad that you guys made that connection. We love those guys and we love the music that they make. And that's basically what we have for today. Let's take a look at your comments now. Purum pim pum pum pum. Good mornings from all the way in Ontario. Hello, Linda. It's great to read you. And it's great to read Sue in Fluvial. And it's great to read Charles in Corona. It's great to read all of you. And pum 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 pum. Let's see what else we have. Christy just sent me a new batch of squirrel photographs that I need to edit and share with you because Christy never stops taking care of wild animals. I love it. Let's see. Sherry, again, you are a beautiful lady. Let's get you a beautiful photograph. Not that your photograph is not beautiful, but I was not prepared for that. That was beautiful. You were beautiful. Let's see what else. Oh, yes, both Luna and I were cute when we were young. I love it. Let's see. Pam paradam pam pam. Do 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 do. Looking for cues. Looking for cues. Oh, Clay. Yes, we aim for a clean broadcast whenever possible. Every now and then we go a little overboard, but everything is allowed provided that we are not making fun of one another, which is a basic rule here at Coffee and Headlines. Let's see what else we have. Oh my God, success at the Mexican consulate in Detroit. It took only 45 minutes from start to finish, and we now have our temporary residente permanente visas, and we'll complete the process when we arrive in Puerto Vallarta. As long as there's caramel popcorn, I'm okay with that. No, seriously, congratulations, Dan. I am so happy for you guys. I know that this has been important, and it is great, great news. Uh, you need to go to the hike. It sounds like fun. That's how I feel. That's what I think. And I know. Oh, Joey, I featured photographs of you guys yesterday. It was such a pleasure to do so because we were going through my lens, and I featured photographs of when you two were hired by the one farmers market to promote the other one, and they were getting ugly at each other. We featured a photograph of when you and Isaac performed as Pepe and Pedro. It was fun, and more importantly, it was fun to acknowledge the fact that we've known each other and we've been friends for many, many years, and that is so important to me. Let's see. Oh, Harold comments on northbound traffic going to Nayarit. I saw a news article about this, and I understand that it is absolutely crazy. Again, for anyone that is going up and down to Nayarit, be mindful of the fact that the two bridges that cross over the Ameca River are currently being improved and repaired. So traffic is limited to one lane each way. So plan accordingly. Claude asks, how many of the cluster have their own vehicles here in Puerto Vallarta? That's an interesting question. I see that several of you have answered this question. Fascinating. Mine is on an eternal stage of coma, and that's the way it's going to stay. Colleen says, I missed the live broadcast last night. Can I watch it on YouTube? The answer is, if you got the invitation, yes, just click on the link provided, and kindly do not share that link with other people that are not members, because these members only broadcasts are private thank yous for those of you who choose to support Coffee and Headlines with a membership. And let's see what else. Mark says, thank you for the pictures yesterday. That was fun. It was great to see you having fun with your cigarette, Mark. And this, my friends, brings us to the end of today's Coffee and Headlines. As always, it is a pleasure to connect with you. I wonder what you have planned for this weekend. I am going to stay chilled for the most time. For the most part, I'm baking brownies this weekend. And what else am I doing? Oh, Sunday, I'm going to Paul's Beers, Boys, and Burgers at Hotel Mercurio. I haven't in a while, and I'm looking forward to that. So I will be looking for opportunities to take photos and videos here, there, and everywhere. So I will see you again tomorrow, and then I'll see you Monday. But come back tomorrow. We'll be here.